What's up, bro? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the very first time. I'm also a musician. I play guitar. So today is the return of Pokemon. This is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These videos are always massive on this channel. The community just comes in droves. They like to see someone who has no idea about the music get experience with this crazy ass soundtrack. Today we're going to be hearing two songs, Team Star Grunt Battle, and then followed by Cassiopeia / Penny Battle Theme. I looked briefly into it, and I think, if I'm correct, Cassiopeia and Penny are the same person. Just kind of like a code name. Oh, and one more thing. I have checked out 10 months ago one of the other Team Star fights. I forgot which one. Maybe the boss fight, if I recall correctly. Maybe I could be wrong. And what was I gonna say about that? Oh, I remember that sounding very like pretty rock, like heavy rock, a lot of guitars, a lot of wah pedal, and it was just a good time. So, and there's one more thing here, but I'll say it later because I don't want to keep talking. So I'm curious to see what happens here. This is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Team Star Grunt Battle. Unmute. Oh, requested by Kevin V Casual Berserker 88 and Luca. Thank you. Let's go. Whoa. That sounds like the original like Pokemon. Dun, 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 dun. I will talk about what I found out after the song. Oh, and these are both from the channel Pokeli. Sorry, I'm out of it. Seems like guitar is a big deal with Team Star. Oh, we got footage. I just noticed. I like that little, those little trills going into the riff. Oh, I love the bouncing back between halftime and normal. Yeah. Pokemon is just... I don't miss with the soundtrack. My guitar bias is full effect right now. I love that both the speakers are filled with noises. So it's like, pick your poison. And the electric guitar is over here too. Now it's on both. Oh, what? This guitar chord progression is very punk rock. Dun 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 dun. I'm really glad they added this. It just changes it just a tiny little bit, just so it doesn't start to get repetitive, you know? Just a little sprinkle. catchy as hell. It sounds like an intro to like a TV show. I think that's a loop right there. So we got another one, I think. Yeah, it sounds very much like a intro to something. And the big text that shows up in the middle of the screen. And goes higher. Sounds like a Pennywise style of riff. Shout out if you know that. I love this, the spirit of the song. It's like high energy but kind of happy. Not too serious. It's over. So no fade out. It's the best. Let me listen to the first like 2 seconds again. It's a strong intro. I don't think this part looped at all. This right here. I don't think it did. Okay. That intro part reminded me a lot of like the Pokemon I know, which is Generation 1. I don't know if I'm hearing things, but I feel like that's like a thing in the original, like that little like kind of heartbreaking rhythm that just gets you going. So, oh, I should mention this is kind of important. Well, one of the requesters left this note, and I've seen this comment a lot also on other videos, is that the composer for this one is Teruo Taniguchi, who apparently, oh, I missed a comment somewhere, but it was something along the lines of like he was just like a sound designer known for, I forgot who he was known for, but just a sound designer, right? Like nothing really too like composing wasn't their thing, and then you know they composed this cool things. I don't know, something along those lines. You guys can fill me in on that. But it does sound different from the other stuff that I've heard in Pokemon. It seems to be a collective work. I've heard Toby Fox stuff. I think from this game too. I could be wrong. Was it this game? I think it was this game. And I was trying to see if I caught any motifs from the other Team Star song I heard, and that was 10 months ago, so I don't really. But the energy was there, right? The whole kind of just I do remember it sounding like very rock and just not like heavy, but you know, just a lot of energy to it. And I think it really fits. Mind you, I don't know these two characters. I don't even know if they have individual names, but it definitely fits their look. They look like kind of somewhere along the lines of like a comic relief, talk a lot of BS, but are probably like super difficult or something. What was I gonna say? Oh, it looks like they're dressed like if you guys know Evel Knievel, they just look like they're like stunt people. You know, like maybe like stunt movie actors or thrill seekers. Insert, you know, word here. So that's what I'm getting from them. But yeah, and then the sound sounds like this kind of jubilant thing. Like maybe they're on the younger side. You know, that song actually painted a lot of different things to me, which is kind of crazy. And I think what that has to do with is For those that don't know, like let's say it's a first time viewer, it happens. It happens every now and then. If you don't know, I've experienced Gen 1 when it came out, like 98 on the Pokemon Yellow, and I watched the Indigo League. So I have some Pokemon knowledge, and by some I mean, like that. But, when I hear Pokemon now, I always immediately go back to those days and try to remember how it felt when I, encountered these characters and their songs and all that. We're going to like the Poke Center and healing and all that stuff. So this one definitely painted a picture. I mean, I already knew going into it. It's called Team Star Grunt Battle. So it's like you're gonna fight these people. Now I don't know if it's the same formula as back then, like as in gym, get a gym, fight someone there, get a badge. Or I'm sure it's been expanded on, maybe like a. Well, actually, that brings me to my next point because, well, we'll talk about that in a second. But or maybe like a trainer thing, sub boss type of thing. Because, like I said, I've heard their other song, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, happens after this song. And then, speaking of which, the next song, I kind of pieced it together from different comments and different messages, but I think this is the leader of them. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I do not know this. I don't like to say things if I don't know them. I'm just through the grapevine type of thing. And they also go by Cassiopeia, but their name is Penny. So yeah, I'm confused, but it's okay. It's nice to be confused because you all come with all the comments. But before we get into this one, just one more thing about this. I just really liked the attitude of it. It felt very feel good, It felt like a good mood type of song. It felt very intro to like a show or something, and it made me. They look like likable characters. I don't know. Are they like antagonists that are? I guess we can think of like Team Rocket, right? Like they were bad people, but they were likable and people liked them. At least I think they did. I did. One of them had a cool name, the one with the red hair. But they were both cool. But now we're gonna move on to Penny battle music. And I forgot to mention, but again, these are both from the channel Pokeli, otherwise known as Cassiopeia. Please tell me what's up with that. Blue and red hair. Cool. Let's get into it. I think this character's connected to Team Star, but I'm not entirely positive. Anyways, let's go. Penny battle music. We're on a dance floor now. Ooh. That's terrifying sounding. Uh-oh, something's building. Conflicting energies in this song. Happy and frightening as hell. Oh, that's catchy. Damn. Ta-da. Holy electronic speed. I'm watching the body too. Oh, never mind. I just noticed the Pokemon also has red and blue as a theme. We have a couple loops. Man, this is just like non-stop. Is that a backpack? Oh, the base is just being held. It's still being held. Ooh. Oh, this is the loop. Let go of the base. Still being held. Oh, they moved down. Oh. Interesting. It's making the song feel very like a long track, like a NASCAR style track for me. Like, that chord change right there, that one, is such a dramatic shift in the song. So it's like dark, 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 and then you really feel that cool. It's cool though. Are these games still like turn-based? Or have they adapted a more like active thing? At least this game. I'm gonna have to stop it here because there's no fade out. Sorry, that's just how the video is. Okay. Well, this one did not have any guitars featured in it, like the two Team Star ones. So I don't know how related Penny is to Team Star, if any. But I was thinking it was going to be kind of same sort of feel, and to an extent it was. The speed and energy definitely was like I recognized it as the Team Star kind of feel. Where I guess if Penny's the leader, then their themes are based off of a Penny. And I wonder what else shares those motifs. But this one was like purely electronic, like dun, 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 dun. It never stopped. It was consistent. And the reason I asked towards the end if it's still turn-based is because of how intense it was. Like, does it match the speed of the fight, or is it still the way it used to be where it's just turn-based, which is okay, by the way. And then, you know, I was trying to imagine it with sounds, trying to hear all the, like, all the battle cries, the move sounds. And I don't know, it feels like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I feel like if it is turn-based and it's just that kind of like slower gameplay with that fast thing, I don't know, I feel like it would be such a trip to my mind to experience that. Like, whoa, why is it like what do I feel? That seems to me more of something that would fit with like an active like time fight type of thing. I don't even know why I'm saying that either, but it just feels that way, I guess. It's so bizarre because you know how this is a really interesting thing that I'm about to tell you here. And I don't think I've ever said this before in any video. But have you guys heard of those, like, I can't even find an example of this, but you probably know what I'm talking about. Maybe in a YouTube comment somewhere, where let's say you see a video for like, hey, I upscaled this game in 2024 or whatever, or a game gets remastered, remade, something like that, and it's just like updated graphics, and you'll see a bunch of people be like, this is what the game used to look like for me when I was a kid. You know, that kind of thing. When I hear Pokemon, this is what Pokemon like sounded like to me when I was a kid. I've been around for a while. I owned the Game Boy Color when it came out. And that was a little handheld with speakers, and it's the size of, wow, it's hard to believe, but it was the size of like, you know, an everyday phone that we see now. But, you know, speakers that would come out of this little thing. And I remember the feeling I got then was like this, you know? That's so weird. But now hearing it all proper with like, you know, decades later with full production and percussion, that blows my mind that the first, I don't know about the Gen 2, 3 onwards, but the first gen had no drums. It had no drums, and yet the intensity was there. That's so genius to me. So it's so bizarre for me, as someone who in my life has only experienced it in like the early stages of my life and like my current stages of my life, but in between, like nothing. But it's just so bizarre that I feel like this is what I heard when I was a kid, when I was playing Pokemon Yellow. It's so bizarre. Which is cool because they've kept that, I don't even know, that aura of Pokemon. And I think people can agree that regardless of how you feel about their game, whatever game it is, actually I know this for a fact because people say this, not me. The comments say this all the time. The music never fails. You know, it's to the point where I await the day that I get a Pokemon reaction video and I'm just like, nah, that wasn't that good, you know? Because I'm very curious what would that take? It probably doesn't exist. I'm not gonna lie, it probably doesn't exist. I don't think, no one wants to make a bad song, but when it comes to Pokemon, Nintendo, they don't really mess around. So it would just be cool to have something, because I can turn a negative into a positive. And it'd be very cool to experience something from Pokemon and be like, you know? But at the same time, it's like this double-edged sword where like I know Pokemon, like if I know I'm gonna hear Pokemon today, I know I'm about to have like an exhilarating thrill ride, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna sound great. People are gonna watch it, and they're gonna all gather and be happy. It's like a little congregation of just, yeah, Pokemon music. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm walking deliberately into a happy door. Does that make any sense? Anyways, Penny and Team Scarlet. What's it called? Grunt. Are they here? The Grunts. Yeah, let me know whatever you want about this game, these songs, but that was crazy fast and full of energy. And oh, the one thing I was gonna say about the song before my tangent, the only thing I really got from this, besides it being like a definitely important, big deal kind of boss song, was the conflicting energy. It was interesting. It was very like, whoa, scary, and damn, this is a serious thing, and also felt very happy at the same time. It was kind of conflicting, and in a way that makes it kind of scarier. So cool. Thank you to all the requesters: Kevin, V Casual, Berserker 88, and Luca. Thanks to the Pokemon fans for watching these as always. Thanks to everyone that you see here. I could not be here without them on Patreon. Take it easy, everybody.